mother of two girls, 6.5 and 1.5. I'm a home educator and a director of Chapter Zero Singapore. So Chapter Zero is a social enterprise that advocates for respectful caregiving. Through our workshops, we support families and educators in building peaceful partnerships at home and in schools. So I'm really happy here to talk about respectful parenting because it has given me and my family so much, and I really wish to help other families too. Yeah.
Great, thank you. Just thinking about reality, especially when they're having a moment, which I think we all know if we've had a toddler in our lives. So let's say, for example, we're in a public place, like in a grocery store, and we stress because they're having a meltdown. What are the areas like we can work on, and what should we just avoid in those examples? That would be really useful to kind of have an idea with that. So Ling, do you want to start us off with those, how to handle those moments?
Yeah, those moments are really challenging, right? And I think every parent can relate because we would have experienced something like that at one point or another. So my older daughter recently had a massive meltdown in a taxi. So there was nowhere we could go. And I was constantly also realizing how stressed I am by the taxi driver and how he might be judging me as a parent. But really at that time, that judgment from a stranger isn't helping me, because if I am anxious about how he's thinking about me, then I am escalating my emotions, and then I won't be able to help my child to downregulate and to return to calm. Instead, both of us will be escalating and becoming more and more emotional. So in situations like that, my mantra is calm begets calm. So when our children are in a distressed state, they cannot listen to reasoning or be considerate to other people's feelings or, solve problems, which are many things that parents try to do at such a time. When they are having a meltdown, we want to maybe talk them out of their intense feelings. But at such a time when they're dysregulated, they are emotionally flooded, and their prefrontal cortex, which is their thinking brain, it's no longer in charge. So it doesn't matter how much we say to them, it's not going to sink in. So instead of trying to talk the child out of a superpower actually called the interbrain, when I first learned about it, I thought it was quite amazing. So from the time that we are born, our limbic brains are already communicating with our caregivers' limbic brains beneath the level of conscious awareness. It's not something that we are aware of or conscious about. It just happens. It might be through the tone of voice, through smell even. That's how babies get soothed, when they can smell their caregiver, or through body language. So our interbrain communication can help to turn off another person's alarm, by sending messages of safety. But our interbrain communication can also trigger. So your child told you that she has no best friend because her best friend likes another friend. Yeah, in our Facebook group, we often get posts that are similar to the concern that you have right now. What happens if your child is sad because about friendship issues at school? I understand consistency is a barrier for anybody, but the goal is not to always be consistent, because that's humanly impossible. But the more we can understand what affects our response towards our children, then the more compassion we can have for ourselves, but also the more proactive measures that we can take, or the more we can communicate that to our children as well.